Big clap for the audience. Not really big, but yeah, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. Again, this is a discussion video. If you have an opinion about this topic, which you clicked on the video, I would like if you commented down below your opinion about it, how you feel, if you disagree, if you agree. Maybe not debate you. I'm not going to debate people, but I'm willing to comment down below. And I answered all my comments, but I do want to hear other people's opinion about stuff. Maybe stuff that I'm ignorant about, maybe stuff that I don't understand. I would love to hear other people's takes on what I'm going to talk about. Basically, what I'm going to talk about is basically the idea of reading something, and it's specifically manga. I'm not talking about anything else. It's specifically manga and books as well, just books in general. Can you understand the actual series 100%? In my opinion, absolutely not. You can never understand a series 100%. This is very off. My camera is very off. There we go. That should be better. What do I mean by that? Well, the reason that this video sparked that debate in my head was seeing a video. I don't know where the video, I'll see if I can find it. I'll link it down below. About Haikyuu. Now, Haikyuu is my favorite series of all time. I love its themes, I love its characters, I love this and that. But I saw this video, I watched the entire thing, and it was him talking about how Haikyuu is the best representation of a disability. Now, I have not once, in every single time I've rewatched it, reread it, reanalyzed it, any other video on the platform that I've watched, I have never once thought that Haikyuu was a representation of disability. Now, does that mean that that guy is wrong in thinking that? Absolutely not. Does that mean I'm wrong in thinking that? No. We're just going to say no for plot convenience. In my mind, every manga, especially manga books, because if you're watching an anime, you're watching a TV show, you can clearly see choices that are being made by different scenes showing, different camera angles. Yes, you can do that in manga and books, but it's a lot more abstract. In manga, especially in like an action manga where people are moving, different things are happening, each person is going to have a different way of reading it. But also, manga is reading, it's a book. You read it, you hear the words in your head. Different scenes can have a different emotional impact for you. For example, when I read One Piece, Fishman Island, there was a certain moment that I don't hear anybody talking about that made me cry very hard. If you're wondering, it's the moment where Arlong hits the little girl and then she starts cleaning. That shit hurt me very hard. Does that mean the people that I don't hear from at all, are they wrong? No. Does that mean I'm wrong? No. The idea that two people who have entirely different experiences in life, when they read the same thing, they're supposed to get the exact same thing out of it, makes absolutely zero sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. If I read a manga or a book and I experience it in a certain way, that doesn't mean I didn't get the themes that were portrayed or I didn't get this or that. It just means I was not affected by it. Even if, that's also the problem I have when people say, this is objectively great. Yes, maybe in the confines of this has good storytelling because of the fucking Disquantomy code or whatever, some random bullcrap you find in English class. I'm hating. I was an English major, so I don't know why I'm hating. Yes, in the confines of what a story is, what a character is, character plot, character progression. Yes, you can look at a series like Full Metal Alchemist, and you can be like, yes, on paper this is incredible. But not every single person who reads Full Metal Alchemist or any of the manga that you're thinking about right now needs to fall in those confines and needs to be portrayed as great, amazing, incredible, masterpiece, whatever. Perfect. That's why I have such a huge problem when people say this is objectively great, because it's almost like there is no room for error. There is no room for differing opinions. There is no room for anything other than this is objectively great. If I saw a video that was like comparing dub voice actors to sub voice actors, and the guy who was talking about it was like, the dub voice actor is objectively better than the sub voice actor. And I get it. That guy probably is just like, it's like a filler word for him. Like how I say in between my sentences. It's probably just a filler word. It's just how he talks. But saying this thing is objectively greater when we're talking about elements of writing, elements of, I guess just elements of fantastical events, I guess. It really capsizes it and really just creates a barrier that it can't really shape itself around. Does that make sense? Definitely not, but hopefully it does. Another example, I watched a video recently. It was like an hour. I don't even know if it was an hour long. It was very long. It was basically about how in Blue Lock, yes, the other manga you saw in the thumbnail, uses queer relationships to explain its idea of ego. And Blue Lock's one of my favorite series of all time. It's in my top 10. Not one time did I ever think, they're using this queer relationship really, really well. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't get the idea of Blue Lock. That doesn't mean the people in the video didn't get the idea of Blue Lock. That just means me and the person making that video, actually I think it was like two people. The two people making that video had different experiences in life. And because of those experiences, we were able to take the same medium and get something different out of it. That's what makes writing, books, and manga so compelling, so great, is that me and 100 other people can write the same property. It can mean something entirely different for each other. There's one person I know, a friend, he read all of Demon Slayer. I'm not talking about watch. He read the entire thing. He loved it. It's in one of his top 10 favorite series of all time. And I think a lot of you know, I am not a Demon Slayer fan. I mean, I like it, but it is not one of my favorites. I think it's overhyped to shit. That doesn't matter though. Demon Slayer will always be Demon Slayer. But the fact that me and someone else, and we're both friends, but the fact that me and someone else were able to get entirely different experiences, entirely different ideas of what the story meant out of one series that is on paper the exact same is so incredible. And obviously, when I make these videos, I do a lot of saying objective terms. When I show a manga, if I'm doing a manga haul or manga collection, I'll go, yeah, I like the characters, I like the story, but the plot is a bit lackluster. I'll say that, but if you think the exact opposite, you think whatever, I hate the characters, but I love the plot, whatever, that legitimately isn't my problem. Go ahead and feel that. I didn't get anything wrong. You didn't get anything wrong. It is just the emotions told in the story. Now, to play a little bit of devil's advocate to my own, thing, if I hear someone complain about a story where it doesn't feel like a real complaint, then it's like, okay, come on, give me another reason you don't like something. If I hear someone be like, I don't like One Piece because it's hard to get into, did you really read One Piece? Like, did you really, actually go on the journey in One Piece? I'm not talking about those people who are like, oh yeah, just read this manga. It gets good at, the 400,000th chapter. No, you can judge it based off of the chapters you read. But but if someone gives me and I've said this before, if someone gives me a blanket statement, like, I don't like this because of just statements that I hear everywhere, yes, they can be true, but it almost feels a bit undeserving. Like, you didn't even give any thought to it. If I heard this a lot too. I heard a lot of people don't really like Windbreaker. I literally just read the 9th volume. or the 7th volume. I heard a lot of people don't like Windbreaker. I love Windbreaker. I think it's one of the best new series coming out. It's so enjoyable, so fun. I was talking to a friend. He said, I don't like Windbreaker. It's like, why? And he's like, it's too boring. Okay, well, tell me a little bit more on why it's too boring. I think the reason a lot of people have this idea that a series is objectively good or objectively bad is because there's a lot of people who are better at what is the fucking word? Holy shit. At saying their thoughts. I'm not even going to say it. Estrulating. Holy shit. Oh my god. I need to go to a mental hospital. A person that's saying their thoughts can give examples and reasons and ideas that they experience why it is good or bad. And a lot of other people who feel those same things, but they can't say their thoughts very well, just agree. And that's how we get a series that is objectively good or objectively bad. That is my opinion. If you take a series like One Piece, there's probably a lot of people out there who can give you, maybe not definitive. Again, I'd be a hypocrite if I said definitive. But give a lot of people exact, precise reasons that they state about why they love One Piece. And a lot of other people can be like, oh, you're right. That's how I do feel about One Piece. And they can agree. And then those people will just say the exact same person that person said. That's how you get a series that is objectively good. Do I agree with that? No, because I hate the word objectively when we're talking about a medium like manga that is so diverse and so complex. That's how you get objectively good or objectively bad. Now, does that mean a series is actually objectively good? No. The point I'm trying to make is the reason why, okay, let me start over. I think the main reason a lot of people get into fights about, is this objectively good? Is this objectively bad? Hot takes, underrated, overrated, is because a lot of people who think differently, or from the big crowd of the opinion, usually can't illustrate their thoughts very well. And a lot of times they can. Like, I've talked about a lot of why I don't love Demon Slayer, I don't love JJK. By the way, the review is coming. That one viewer wants that review. I will give it to you. I don't love JJK, why I don't love this series or that series, and why I do love this series or that series. There are a lot of people out there who can't really illustrate their thoughts very well. So they'll say blanket statements like, it's too long, it's boring, I wasn't interested, it's annoying. Those kind of statements without actually figuring out, why don't I like this? What are the components that I didn't like? Why didn't I not connect with this? So those people will just be called, oh, you're a contrarian, or, oh, you're a hypocrite, or you're just plain wrong, which isn't true. I know this is a huge thing to say, I don't think there's a lot of people who just hate on stuff because it's popular. I honestly think because something is popular, it'll get a lot more fans, so a lot more people will watch and read it, so a lot more people are going to have differing opinions. That's why when a big series comes up, you see a lot more people coming out as haters. I don't think they're haters, I just think they're people who don't really know how to articulate their thoughts, got into a series that was being told to be the next masterpiece, and were disappointed. That's my main idea of this whole debacle of objectively good, objectively bad, and what even objectively is in the manga and anime space. Yeah, I think I covered mainly everything. Again, I got these 2 volumes because these are 2 series I talked about. Also, I saw another channel talk about Blue Lock, and they basically made 3 videos about how Blue Lock's ideas of soccer are garbage and suck and they're not smart. I completely disagree, but that's totally fine. I also just think we have a huge problem. There's just a huge problem of just following other people as your opinions. I literally watched a YouTube video about friggin' a guy going up to anime fans talking about their hot takes. He was like, what's your biggest hot take? And they're like, One Piece is garbage. He's like, how much have you watched? None of it. Really? That's so awesome. Just articulate your opinion when you actually read something. Please, don't just follow the crowd. Please. Yeah, this is probably my most pretentious video yet. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. shorter video. Next video will probably be the JJK review. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Bye. See you later.